Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel. My name is Iris and I'm here to do your spiritual guidance reading for the month of August 2019. So I've pre-shuffled and I've premeditated on your cards, and I'm just going to do a loose shuffle now, and then I'll cut the deck and we'll get started with your reading, Virgo. So I hope that you have all been really well. I have been pretty darn good myself. I'm very happy that you're here and watching. I appreciate you and the time that you spend watching my videos, so thank you for that. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm happy to have you here as well. All right, just one more shuffle round and then we'll get right into this. Okay, so let's split these cards and we'll get started. Okay, in your past, you have the Princess of Spring, the Nine of Spring, and the Ace of Winter. So, Virgo, it looks to me like you have been working very diligently on something. Something creative that you've been putting together, something that you are now or in the past have been really trying to protect. So the Princess of Spring is all about the creation of something. Going after your dreams, doing something that just makes you feel good from the inside out. And your creativity taking flight. This fairy is on a swing and she is swinging and she is happy and she is very joyful. But you've also had the need to feel like you needed to protect yourself or protect what it is that you have been creating. And perhaps that's because you feel a little bit challenged and you've had to defend yourself, protect yourself, be strong in the face of adversity. Not so much that, maybe somebody was trying to keep something from you or take something from you or take credit for something, but you've found, I feel like you've had to be strong, like that Siberian tiger there behind this fairy. He is watching, he's walking beside her, and that is like your strength is all around you, and there's this guiding light up here. You have been guided, trusting yourself, trusting your inner knowing, having the strength to overcome the challenges. So this all together in your past really says to me that you have been challenged with protecting what is rightfully yours. Now, this could be a business venture, it could be a love interest, it could be a new relationship, it could be anything as use it how you need it for yourself. So that's what you've been dealing with in the past, Virgo. You may have had to communicate some things very clearly as well. And perhaps as a result of this communication, you've had new ideas come up that you were able to implement. But I really feel a strong sense of you feeling proud of your accomplishments and what you've created. But you also feel like you really need to protect what it is you've created. So let's see where you're at right now, Virgo. Now, this is a different way that I'm reading the cards. I'm trying out a few different ways of reading so that I can get deeper into your readings. Okay, so in your current, you've got the Two of Winter, which is my my choices card. Which way do I go? I have the option to choose a mandolin or a violin. I have options, and it's not like I'm getting the sense that neither option is wrong for you. My voice is very hoarse today. I get the sense that it's just a choice that you need to make. You have a couple of options, and no option is going to be big or bad, but I feel like perhaps you're sitting on the fence a little bit about which one you would rather choose, and you're kind of stuck in this, do I do this, do I do that, and you're stuck in indecision is really what this card is telling me. And almost like you're not wanting to make a decision. I'm feeling perhaps a little bit trapped intellectually or emotionally about this decision that you need to make, because I do feel that it has to do with somebody else. Has to do with somebody else. Has to do with working together to create something new for yourself. And I think almost I'm getting a feeling that this might even be a business reading for the ones that I'm connecting with here. I think that you have worked really hard on something. And I think that there's a possibility, I'm getting the sense that there's a possibility of partnering with somebody that is going to elevate what you've created to the next level. But you're deciding, do I do this? Do I still keep going solo? Do I do the partnership and create even something bigger? But the 7 is spring. The spring cards, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 spring cards. And spring cards are all about that forward movement, the newness, the forward movement. And this 7 of spring is decisiveness and assertiveness. She's drawing back her bow and she's making her mark. She's making a decision. She's going to point her arrow in that direction and she's going to go for it courageously. Yeah, I get the sense that this has something to do with a business venture. And as I was doing your next loose shuffle, the High Priestess came out. And the High Priestess is really all about trusting your intuition. Doing your research. She's got a book here. She's got her book here. She's doing her research and trusting her intuition. I think that was a side note for you. Now they're all kind of falling out. Yeah. Meditate on this decision, because I think that you are indecisive about whether or not to move ahead in this partnership. But I think that once you take time to meditate, do your research, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power, but so is our intuition. And I think that once you have done that work, you're going to be able to point your arrow in whichever direction you want to go. Let's see what the guidance is in this situation. The Prince of Winter. Balance. And the Princess of Summer. So I get the sense that you're being encouraged to make a decision quickly. But I think that with the balance card right next to it, I think whatever decision that you are being encouraged to make, it has to be a win-win. It has to be reciprocal. It has to have a 50-50 blend. I mean, relationships, whether they're partnerships in business, partnerships in our personal romantic life, when we venture into these types of agreements, there's seldom a true 50-50. However, there is the balance. And sometimes we have to give a little bit more and before the other person needs a little bit more, and other times we need a little bit more and the other person is giving a little bit more. But in that exchange, and I'm seeing the infinity symbol, in that exchange, it is fluid and it is moving, and you're both on the same page. And that's what this balance card, that's what I'm feeling for you, Virgo, is that whatever decision you make, and I feel like I feel that you're going to go for whatever it is that this is for you. And but you're being really encouraged to maintain that flow. Sometimes I feel that this card here is the balance between feminine and masculine energies, but in this particular case, I'm not getting that sense. I'm getting that sense of maintaining a balance in the partnership, and that, as a result of that, there's going to be joy, abundance, spiritual growth. Because every time we partner with somebody new, that person is helping us to grow. And so whatever this newness is for you that has been coming in for you and is in your current state of being, where you are right now in your life, this union is going to help you step outside of your comfort zone, which is going to make you feel uncomfortable, of course, because anytime we have to step outside of our comfort zone, it's going to make us feel uncomfortable, but it also is going to help us grow spiritually. So I think that when with your own intuition, with doing the research, where being really solid and strong in your power, like this, I love this Seven of Spring because that is my power card. That is confident in the decision that you're making for yourself because you trust your intuition. You have the knowledge that you need, both from a book smart knowledge, like the intellect, but also the intuitive knowledge and knowing. And armed with that, you make a decision, and then you focus your bow and arrow and you make your mark. And again, your guidance is to maintain that balance. Trust yourself, maintain that unity. It can't just be one-sided all the time. You doing all the giving, them taking all the taking. That never works in any type of relationship. But maintaining that overall balance and overall flow, that's really what I'm sensing about this. The guidance is the flow, is allowing it to just flow. And I think that this is a real joyful card for me, because it talks about relationships and bonds that will grow as a result of this. So what a great reading for you, Virgo. Now let's see what Wisdom of the Oracle has to say about this situation, and some additional guidance for you. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Cut this. Okay, so you've got regeneration. And regeneration talks about this molten lava that has been burning underneath for a long time. And I think if I put this here, all of this together, that was your past, I think that is the fire that's been growing for a long time, and your need to protect and that challenge. And I think it's that protection that is causing the indecision for you. But you see, whatever was, we have to let whatever needs to burn away so that new life can start to blossom. And you can see in this card, there's new life. There's green, there's new leaves, there's glorious light streaming in on you. So this is a time of regenerating for you. Let's see what else they have to say. Okay. And we've got by the book. Now, by the book talks about not needing to reinvent the wheel to create the result that we want. Sometimes it's good to follow in the footsteps of somebody else who's done it already. That's never a bad thing. We don't always need to, upset the apple cart and be insistent on doing it our way, or that our way is the only way and the best way. Not that you're always like that, but sometimes we can get that way. So let's see what Earth Magic has to say. Okay, this is awesome. Okay, you got the river and movement. So it kind of reminds me of this balance card, right? Water will always flow. It'll just flow. And with this balance card, I was just talking about the flow, like the infinite flow. With this river card, this is all about fluid movement and just allowing yourself to just roll in the stream of life and what is happening for you next. You will be protected. You will end up in that larger body of water, and you will have great success. The sun is shining down on you. There's no dark storm clouds. It's all lush and green and flowing. And like when water flows, I feel compelled to just say this, but when water flows, it'll hit a rock and it will either move around it, flow around it, or it'll flow over it. But it doesn't take that rock as being the, hold on, we got to stop here, and then it dams up. That's not what this river card is. This is about flow. It's about movement. It's about progression. And it's about moving yourself forward in the river of life. There we go, in the river of life. What a great reading for you, Virgo. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. I hope that it resonates. I hope that you found it helpful, and I hope it helps you move yourself forward in your own river of life, whatever this is for you. I would love to hear what's going on in your life, so please leave a comment below. Like, share, subscribe. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, all of the details on how I can be reached, I'll leave below this video. And thank you again so much for watching. I do appreciate your time. Sending you so much love and support, and lots of blessings to you until I see you again. Bye.